What's going on YouTube? It's NC, a place to be chilling. Mr. A&D. Back to give you guys a midweek wrestling review for NXT 2.0 and AEW Dynamite. And also joining me is not Deion Sanders at Prime Time.
What's up? What's up?
So we are back here. It was Memorial Day. Did you enjoy your Memorial Day?
I did.
Did you cook out or anything?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I about to say you could came with my house. You got some ribs.
No, I went to a 5K race actually. So.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. So obviously we were busy on Memorial Day, so that's why you guys haven't got the wrestling podcast. Or I know there was talks about MJF and a lot of other talks about certain things. Y'all gonna get all that because I plan on doing like a big podcast this weekend because Hell in a Cell. Raw presents Hell in a Cell is Sunday. So we gotta do some predictions for that and all stuff like that. But right now, NXT, obviously I'm gonna skim through it because there wasn't really much noteworthy stuff that I saw, and I really didn't watch the full show, but it's all about the fallout after Double or Nothing, which we're gonna do a review of that. So you got y'all either gonna see it already or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it's gonna be a fallout from Double or Nothing. We're gonna hear MJF speak, which everybody wants to hear about, and a couple other things that you're gonna hear Athena speak also that debut at Double or Nothing. So without further ado, let's just get up into this NXT real quick, just to give you guys a skim through of that show. They like I said, they Roderick Strong and Damon Kemp, which I think is the new guy, part of Diamond Mine, versus Pretty Deadly. I believe that Pretty Deadly takes the win of that matchup. I didn't see anything between the Tony D'Angelo and Santos Escobar thing. I didn't see too things about the Dawn of NXT or anything like that. They said this will be an event this Saturday. Oh, is that in your house? That's this weekend also.
I'm not sure.
I'm not. You know what? I gotta pull this joint up because I'm not sure if it's in your house this weekend, because that would mean that we got a pay-per-view event. Let's see. June 4th. Wow. In your house is Saturday, June 4th. Damn. Well, you know what that means, Prime.
What?
Well, we gotta probably do a review after we see it, but we gotta do some quick predictions. After I go down the list of this, Corey J took on Electra Lopez. Corey J won the matchup. Wesley took on what's his name? Zion Quinn. Wesley picks up the win here. And then they had some more Braun Breaker, Joe Gacy stuff and crap. I didn't even hear that. Something going. What's this with Kaden Carter and Wendy Chu and Katana Chance? Look like they took out Toxic Attraction. That may be a thing for pay per view. Soul Sokoa took on Duke Hudson, and Soul Sokoa won. Grayson Waller took on Josh Briggs, and he won that with the Rolling Stunner. And then Ivy now took on Kana James. I'm not sure. Ivy now won that one. And Cameron Grimes took on Nathan Frazier, which was, I thought, the best match of the night. Nathan Frazier has shown me how really good he is. But Cameron Grimes wins the matchup to set up his North American Championship matchup for In Your House. So before we get into it, let's just go down this In Your House card real quick. So they have are you ready for it?
Yeah. Let's go through it quick.
Yeah, six-man tag team matchup. Tony D'Angelo.
Tony Baloney.
Going up against Legalda Fantasma. Listen to me, the losing team joins the winning team stable.
Tony Baloney.
I don't know why Santos Escobar is still on NXT in the first place.
Yeah, that's why it's gonna be Tony Baloney, because they're gonna join Tony Baloney. They're gonna come out in white beaters and jean shorts and say, "Hey,
And they probably gonna do something more racial and have them cut their lawn or something like that. And that's gonna be sickening, kind of like how the Mexicans came out on lawnmowers.
Mm-hmm.
Mandy Rose taking on Wendy Chu for the women's tag team the NXT Women's Championship.
I'm gonna say Mandy wins because there's no way you can have Mandy Rose be all these credible people and then have Wendy win it.
First of all, don't give somebody who wears pajamas the championship. That's stupid. Don't do that. I am not. Look, I have made it through Orange Cassidy. I have made it through Danhausen. I have made it through my share of stupid characters. I am drawing the line with Wendy Chu. I'm sorry. I am drawing the line with it. It's not for me. Tag team match for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Toxic Attraction taking on Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Give
Carter to
yes,
Katana
give
Chance,
my girls their they've been there for a long time. Give them their opportunity. All right, Pretty Deadly taking on the Creed Brothers.
Pretty Deadly.
No, Creed Brothers for the NXT
They
Tag Team
just won the belts.
Yeah, but Creed Brothers are getting over.
Yeah.
And they've been winning matches, and then of course, unless Roderick Strong just fucks them over, I got the Creed Brothers.
I mean, that's what it looked like he might be doing. He might try to send that big dude out to help them out, and then he messes them up, and then they lose.
Possibility too. Cameron Grimes taking on Carmelo Hayes for the NXT North American Championship. As much as I would love Melo to win this, it's going to be Cameron Grimes.
I think, Cameron Grimes wins and moves to something else, and then maybe Carmelo Hayes moves to something else.
Yeah, Solo Sikoa already said that he got next. Whoever wins. So, whoever wins, Cameron Grimes is going to be a rival with Solo Sikoa. Then you had the main event, which is, I think, one of the worst builds or just the worst matchups I've seen. Braun Breaker taking on Joe Gacy for the NXT Championship. If Breaker's disqualified, he will lose the championship. I don't like the new Joe Gacy character. I said it fell off from what it once was. They keep trying to tie it back into it, and it's not working for me. Braun Breaker destroys Gacy.
Yeah, I'm going to say Braun Breaker.
Yeah, so. Well, that was our quick in your house predictions, and that was the go home show at NXT. So damn, my bad. I didn't know all that stuff was coming up, but it's pretty cool. We got past that, but now it is time to talk about AEW Dynamite. It is Wednesday, and you do know what that means. Of course, with Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, and good old Jim Ross on commentary. We got a lot of things going on for tonight on tonight's Dynamite, but we kick off Dynamite with CM Punk, the new AEW World Champion, and FTR. It come out for a trios match against Max Caster and the Gun Club.
Mm-hmm.
Max Caster does the rapping. Anthony Bones is in a wheelchair. I was like, I don't know what happened to Anthony Bones.
He's been in the wheelchair for like a month.
Yes. I was like, I know, what happened to him. Then they showed a commercial of him, like a prior commercial with Anthony Bowens. Is he gay?
Yes.
You said I never knew that.
We had this conversation when we had talked about Kenny Omega a few weeks or months ago or whatever. You don't remember? It was like Kenny Omega, Anthony Bowens, and Nyla Rose.
And Sonny Kiss too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no, I really did not know about Anthony Bowens. Blew my mind. You know what? You probably said it, and I wasn't putting together who Anthony Bowens was.
Okay.
That's probably what it was. But but shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't know. I mean, I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? But I was not really aware of that. And like I said, everything with the Kenny Omega thing, everybody was, it's like you don't know if it's true or not, kind of thing. But the other things they came out and confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
The match was pretty good. They actually laid it into Max Caster pretty good, and then of course the Gun Club was being the Gun Club. But after the matchup, we had Punk power bombs Austin into Billy, and then gets the GTS on Austin. The FTR hits the big rig. Finally got it right for the win. After the matchup, FTR celebrated, and Dax Hardwood. Yeah, that's the ball one. Got on there and talked about his wife and kid in the audience, and that they're the only ones that's more important to me than wrestling. And he don't care what company they come from or this company. They want to fight, they can start a fight. And CM Punk said, "Look, we got a pay-per-view to sell Forbidden Door. So, who's my opponent?" And then, who comes out? Please say a name so I don't butcher Prime.
Tanahashi.
Tanahashi. So,
yes.
From my knowledge of what Prime has taught me and what I know I New Japan, that Tanahashi is the big shit, like John Cena in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
Because everybody thought, I was like, is it going to be Okada? I thought it was going to be.
I would like it to be Okada, but I am not disappointed with Tanahashi.
Okay.
Like when I say Tanahashi is the John Cena, I mean like he's been there since like forever. He's I don't want to say 16 time now. Let me not get that straight. But he's won it a lot. Like I see, the last time he had it, he beat Kenny Omega for the belt. For the World Championship. So he's still winning the belt very, very actively.
So this should be a damn good match then.
Yes.
So who do you think Okada is going to go up against then?
Real quick, I'm going to just read this to you.
Okay.
He's an 8-time New Japan heavyweight champion. He's a 2-time Intercontinental champion, 3-time U.S. champion, 3-time tag champion. And those are like the most that you would need to know. Anything else is kind of, they got a lot of awards.
Still a lot. It's still a good resume.
Yeah. If you want to go with like different stuff like that, he got match of the year. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! He got match of the year 2012, match of the year 2013, match of the year 2016, wrestler of the year 2011 and 2013. Wrestler of the decade in the 2010s, most charismatic wrestler of the decade in the 2010s. He actually got into a wrestling. Never mind, that one don't count. All right, yeah, he did a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
he won the MVP. He won the Japanese MVP award 2009, 2011, 2014, and 2018. He's done a lot.
He's done a lot. So yeah, it's go. Okay, that's a good matchup. I don't know who Okada's going to face now at the show.
He might somehow face Danielson.
I'm about to say I don't want to do Kenny Omega again.
Nah, I think Kenny still hurts. So he might do Danielson. If not Danielson, let's see who can he face if not Danielson. Like I don't want to see him fight nobody. Okay, you know what? Let me be serious here. Thinking about the AEW roster and who can Okada face. In hindsight, Okada can face anybody and it be a good match. But who do I want to see him face? I want to see him face Danielson.
I agree with you.
I've seen him fight Jericho. I've seen him fight. I think he fought Darby. I believe. He fought
Omega
Penta
3 times.
Yeah, he fought Omega. I think he fought Penta. So he's fought a couple of the guys that they have there. So give him somebody like Pac. Don't give him somebody. Don't give him like Orange Cassidy or like. I don't want to see that. But
I don't. I think Bryan Danielson is the way to go. So, and I know he's looking at the chops with this.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. So we're definitely selling it hard. So then MJF speaks. Now,
also before you get to MJF,
yeah,
I know they had the guys come out last week, but I would really love to see FTR face the Tongans.
Oh yes, I agree with you on that one.
Me. Like, how can you have a Forbidden Door and not have the Tongans on there? But maybe we'll see who they face.
I definitely agree with you on that one. That'll be a good tag team match.
Yeah, like I don't want to see the Tongans versus the Young Bucks. I don't care for that matchup, honestly.
You almost blown something else. So we got MJF come to the ring. So we didn't do the podcast talking about how he felt about the MJF not showing the fan event. And, you know, with the whole MJF stuff in the promo, I'll put all that stuff in this weekend's podcast. Is that cool with you, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we can talk about it. But right now, he did show up to the Double Nothing, got jobbed out to Wardlow, and then now he's in the ring. And so here's the thing. With the MJF character, it blurs the line of real and work. Because that's just the way his character is so easy to hate, and you can really understand why I hate. But he been dropping a lot of truth bombs on this. He comes out, he says, y'all want to hear me talk? He said, but this is Max Friedman talking, okay? And he says, there are a lot of executives here to watch the product. It was real bad. It'll be real bad. Something bad happened. So he said, Khan wanted to sort things out, but it's a little too late. He had to write his own ticket while others were handed contracts and still he gets no respect. Nobody's on his level. He said everything he touches turns to gold, and there's nothing he can't do. Every time everybody's will be hitting home runs, he hits grand slams on a weekly basis. Others set up for being great, but he has to be perfect. And he's the only guy capable of carrying this company as he has for months. And he says it's funny because I heard a couple of cheers and boos, and the ones I did cheering, where were y'all? Where were your cheers when you was calling me an unprofessional piece of shit? And then he says other guys can take his spot because he doesn't want to be here anymore. He says and then all the fans out there with y'all pigs, y'all uneducated marks, you don't know shit. Your opinions suck. They change that at a drop of a dime. He's the best in the world. He's the only guy who makes you feel, and he doesn't have to do a bunch of bullshit to get you here. And he says, you know, he's a generational talent, but the men back, mostly Tony Khan will go out and all the money he has, he will go spend on ex-WWE guys instead of giving it to him. So, and then he said, would Tony treat him better if he was an ex-WWE guy? Tony's in position of power, and when his only position should be behind the guardrail with all the fans, which is funny because if anybody knows how Tony Khan be at, he's a straight up mark and so socially awkward. It's amazing. Tony, I want you to fire me, you fucking mark. And then he was saying some kind of shit that he had to cut the line out, and then the live feed cuts, and then that's what it was. And they go to commercial break, and when they come back, they don't even address it, really. So, first of all, the promo was great overall. And he touched on a lot of real shit because, once again, it's like that pipe bomb. Because, you know, CM Punk was frustrated, and he took out his aggression, and then, you know, they worked out a new deal, and Vince turned into a storyline, blah, blah, blah. How do you think this one is going to turn out?
I think it's already turned out. What you mean?
Like, so Tony Khan's going to like sign him to more money and get to a storyline going?
I don't know. Whatever the case is, I'm telling you, I think that it started out as he's unhappy or whatever, but I think now we're just in a state of let's work everybody. That's the thing we're in now. I think MJF is so good at blurring the lines that he's just got whatever he wanted, and now he's just working the crowd. Like, he wants to keep it going, basically. Now that he's got what he wants, I guess he don't want it to die down or whatever. He's just gonna keep doing it. Like, that makes sense, you know. If you're the talk of the town, and you want a certain thing and you get it, like, they don't know that you got it, so you can still, you know, blur the lines a little bit.
I don't know. See, that's one thing I'm a little iffy on. I'm like, is it? Because it like I said, great promos like that is always laced with obviously how, you know, people really feel, stuff like that. And it could be a thing where he probably does not want to be here, but even like, it's like the story is what he goes after Tony Khan. It's like it's a storyline between him and Tony Khan, but I mean that's not necessarily a good story.
No, I think the storyline is he wants to be fired or he wants to be treated better. Is the storyline.
It probably,
Hey.
like I said, I don't know behind the scenes if they sign a contract. But see, once again, this situation is so weird because his contract is not up until 2024.
That's like, I think he was initially upset about not getting more money, or whatever. But then again, his contract isn't up until 2024. So I feel like there's enough time that they could have like either put more money on his deal or whatever the case is, before then.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they had time to do that, but I don't. It's just the way it is. Like you will want to, if you want more money, if you're really all about the money, you want to pin WWE and AEW against each other. And of course, with them both going to probably be signing new TV deals within that by next year, they're all going to have a boatload of money, and you want to kind of pin them against each other to see who's going to put out the best offer for you, and that's where you're going to go. Being in here right now in AEW, just demanding more money and stuff like that, and also if you teach about WWE and stuff like that, it's not feasible, especially when you can pin the two against each other in 18 months. So I don't necessarily know if that's going to be the case. And like I said, the promo was excellent. Great intensity, the best promo that he has cut. I am seriously like don't know where it goes from here. Because you don't want to have pipe bombs every fucking week and stuff like that.
You know what I think they do is just to be funny? I think they put him in a feud with the ex-WWE guy.
Well, they did it already.
I'm talking about another feud with him saying like, you're just the ex-WWE guy. Like with him blatantly saying you're an ex-WWE guy. Like Jericho, when he fought Jericho, it wasn't about Jericho. It was about just him, him and Jericho, whatever. This one is going to be literally, you're an ex-WWE guy. You're coming here and you sign, and you got all the money taken away from my pockets, or however they want to word it. You're the ex-WWE guy that's taking money from my pockets.
Yeah, that don't. I mean, it's a possibility. I'm not necessarily sure, but I know that I am beyond curious to see where this is going to go, because now you got me interested and stuff like that. And I know there's going to be people out there that's going to be like, it's a word, or people out there like, no, it's a shoot, bro. Like he really wants to get fired out here. I'll say, but I don't think it's that much of a shoot where he really wants to get fired, because that would not make the most sense in his situation if he was to do that.
I'm gonna just look at it like this: if it's a shoot, and he really wants to get fired, why would you willingly give somebody 5 or 10 minutes of microphone time, knowing that there's live TV and you can say anything, if it's not somewhat scripted? Not scripted, but somewhat like, we're gonna go in this direction. Mm-hmm. Like, I can understand. I can see Tony being like, you know what, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna, let your grievances out, and then we're gonna play it into an angle or something. So,
I said, I don't know. It's building the bigotry for it, and I want to believe both sides. I want to believe the work. I want to believe the shoot. But this is what the great thing about wrestling is: when they blur their lines so much, you don't even know what's going to be. But the way that it's like they didn't even address it after they came back from commercial. They went right into Tanahashi's debut, and then they went to Johnny Elite. It shows me like, okay. Because to me, if it was all work, I think they would have mentioned something after the segment.
Why?
That's a good question. I don't know why.
No, I'm saying why, because like that moment create like, if you want to create that quote unquote pipe bomb moment, you don't mention it because it's quote unquote not supposed to happen. They cut his mic off and they blurred him out. So it's like, why would you re-show that?
That is a good point. I just know the damn thing was excellent, and I was captivated by sitting there watching this joint. Giant Elite makes his entrance, and he signed to have an open challenge to anybody in AEW. His opponent is Miro is back.
Yes.
Miro comes out.
I didn't know if it was going to be official or not because I was all day. I was like, oh, she got an open challenge. It's going to be Miro, but I didn't know if it was like official. Also, I'm glad that they're in the forum today. We didn't mention that, but they're in the forum and it looks good.
Say what?
The forum. They're in the forum.
In LA.
Yeah.
That's why that stage looked like that. I was just like that. Whoever that was, it looked good.
Yeah, I hope they do more places at the forum and like the Cow Palace and whatever. But yeah, this they got a lot of venues in LA and California they haven't done. So I wish they can get to them.
Yeah, okay, that's dope. Well, yeah, he comes out, and then they have the comes to the darkness. My God, it's been a long time. All I have been through has got me closer to you. My God, I no longer want to come home. I want to take yours. So Miro's in there, and it's like almost a glorified squash match. How he's in there with Johnny Lee.
But I don't think he should have got all the outfits. I don't think Johnny should have gotten that much offense.
He kind of did. He got like the knee to the head. He tried to do that parkour elbow. He fucked it up on the top rope.
Yeah, there was no reason Johnny should be almost about to get like. Think about it in 2K. There's no reason why Johnny should have a signature even in his match.
Exactly, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
He hits the Moshka kick, which I still call it, and then the game over as Elite taps out. So that was a good debut. So then the Jericho Appreciation Society, baby.
Real quick. Something that I noticed during this match is Tony Schiavone said, I want to see who's Johnny going to add to his long list of opponents. And then here comes JR. I'm wondering what he's going to add next to his long list of names. He's got a lot of them. Johnny Elite. And then he stopped talking. I'm like, JR.
Yeah, I'm about to say it is Johnny Impact, Johnny Morrison, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Nitro. Yeah. Johnny everything.
Johnny Game Changer, Johnny Progress.
Yeah. Oh, God, it was a lot. It was a lot. So, Jericho Appreciation Society comes out and they're all white. And they talk about how they dominated the Anarchy in the Arena matchup, which was a crazy ass thing. Therefore, the AEW Galaxy appreciates us. And then Daddy Magic says we are the princes of pain because nobody does it better. And then Jericho's talking. He cut the music off, saying the fans don't deserve to sing with them and everything. And he was just talking. He was gloating until Eddie Kingston comes out, and Eddie Kingston just pacing back and forth, like I want to fight you. I take all of y'all on right now. I don't care. But then he says, "But Regal, tell him how we want to face him." He gives the mic to Regal. You know what he's gonna say. Blood and guts, because he can't say war games, but so that's what it is. And then Kingston and Regal should see in the wall, and Jericho was like, you'll never get blood and guts. And then here comes Ed Kingston. He has them attack them, but then here comes Ortiz, hits Jericho with the sock, and then cuts some of Jericho's hair. And he says, "You want to cut my hair, you stupid son of a bitch?" Well, it's gonna be Jericho versus Ortiz in a hair versus hair matchup. And then he said he will shave Ortiz and then he will burn him because he's a wizard. That's the one thing I don't like.
While we playing, I think Ortiz is going to be the one to get his hair cut.
Oh, Jericho's not cutting that hair. He's not cutting that hair.
I thought, well, first of all, he needs to. I don't know if you've seen that big ball spot he had at the pay-per-view, but it was noticeable.
He's going to have to because he still got that same kind of hair.
No, but I'm saying usually I don't notice it after he wrestles or whatever. But I don't know if Eddie was beating him up so bad that where he was punching the back of his head. I don't know, but it was noticeable there. So, but no, I think Ortiz wants a shortcut. Ortiz want to get, Ortiz grows his hair out and cuts it a lot. So I feel like that's what he's gonna do.
That sounds about right to me. So, but I'm still not a fan of because I'm a wizard. I still don't like that thing, but
I feel like it's gonna get over just because it's so stupid.
yeah.
You know what? And I'm gonna hit you with a fireball. You know why? Because I'm a wizard. Like it's one of those stupid things where you hear it enough, you might like it.
Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt and Sam Singh attack Samoa Joe backstage. So we know Jay Lethal and Samoa Joe is gonna be a match coming up pretty soon. And injuring his shoulder. Adam Cole makes his entrance holding his own heart belt. And we got a 10-man tag team matchup between Jungle Boy, Jurassic Express, Christian Cage, Darby Allin, and Matt Hardy, no knees. Because there's no Jeff against the Young Bucks, Red Dragon, and Hikuleo. See, can't say that right. I did not see most. I did not get a chance. This is when I was riding back home. How was this 10-man tag match?
Oh, I did not see this.
Okay, well, according, there's the Bucks hit a Meltzer driver on Jungle Boy and won with the 1-2-3. So the Young Bucks, the heels win. Hardy consoles Jungle Boy with a hug, but Christian pushes him off and hugs Jungle Boy himself. Okay, Christian being jealous dad here.
Man, side note, I think that was last on Dynamite, or no, not last week at the pay-per-view that we're gonna talk about. Christian lifted up Jungle Boy on his shoulders, and I was like, "Oh, you got it, do the Batista." It never came. I was so disappointed. But yeah,
I think they should have did it. Swerve and Keith Lee are backstage, and then Swerve's introducing some of his friends that in the rap game and stuff like that. He gives him a jacket, and they talks about Worthy and not Worthy. I'm sorry, Jerry West and Chamberlain and Magic and Kareem and Shaq and Kobe, and how two superstars and being on a team, but also doing good for single stuff. So Keith Lee said they will win gold and they will all swerve in our glory. Toy Schiavone is out there to introduce Athena. My God, Lil Thick just came out there looking good. You see her tonight?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I was about to go send some pictures. I was about to say, look, talk about something wrong with that woman. She ain't pretty enough. Get the fuck out of here. I'm feeling that outfit. So she's finally all elite.
I mean, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I'm not feeling her just yet in AEW. So we gotta see.
Okay, well, I mean, she's not doing any of her gimmicks and stuff like that. She's just being regular Athena. She's
not gimmicks or anything. You just walk out. Like, that's it. They couldn't have thought of nothing special for her to do. Like, she couldn't have came out and hit a Eclipse or anything.
No, because Jay don't not take that yet. But
she could have hit her with a chair, hit her with a title, hit her with a DDT, a kick.
But even if they did that double or nothing, then she still had to come out and talk and say something to do.
No, I don't mind her coming out and talking, but like her coming out and talking didn't like excite me from the past night because she didn't do nothing the first night.
Fair.
Like if you come out and do something the first night and then you be like, you know what, I did this because, then it intrigues me more.
Okay.
You say when I'm going to get my hands on you, it's different. So,
I can agree with you on that sense. But she was coming out there looking good.
Yeah.
She said, but this is probably why she's here. It's top tier competition, and then also she has an eye set on Jade, and she will be the one that's going to break her record because she is that. Then hold on, then here comes Stokely Hathaway, also formerly known as Malcolm Bivens, comes out and Jade come out there with the bang section. First of all, shout out to all the queens up there on the stage. They was all looking good tonight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, Karen Hogan. I was like, that Karen Hogan, Red Velvet in the back. I'm like, wait, Red Velvet. Come on now, your husband don't know about what you wearing. Your husband don't know. Jay Cargo says that the TBS champion, it's that bitch show, and Jay says it's not gonna be today. Karen Hogan gets up in Athena's face, and Jay walks out to fuck everything up. Fuck all the melanin up. And then she's out there, and then all of a sudden, Chris Statlander just walks out there, but she's such in the background, you really don't realize about the camera that Chris Statlander is even out there. And they just sitting there arguing back and forth. I'm just like,
this is also a problem that I have.
Yeah, I don't. First of all, okay, fine. If y'all want to do that on Double or Nothing, fine. But like, let's start like an actual program here. Just have. I understand on Rampage it's going to be Karen Hogan taking on Athena, and we're going to probably see the first eclipse. I get all that, but however, let's start some storylines, stuff like that. Don't just have these. First of all, why is AJ just got her ass whooped? Why is she even out there? Okay, and I can understand Chris Statlander, and
you know what would be so exciting?
What?
It'd be so exciting if, like, let's say Ricky Starks was to come to WWE and his first match, his first feud is a trio 6-man tag. That's his first feud. It's very exciting.
But honestly, I think what they're probably going to try to do is they're probably going to have see the way I would establish it is like, okay, Anna Jay, you're done. You shouldn't even be in this conversation. I like don't need to be in no 6-man tag. Have Chris Statlander be the next challenger for Jay to be the bridge to get to Athena. Have Athena take out the bag section. Like she's obviously going to take out Kara Hogan. She's obviously going to take out Red Velvet until she gets to Jade. And then you build up that matchup and either have it at Blood and Guts, or you either have it at, I don't think they're going to have it at the other special show, which is in like 2 weeks. But yeah, you could build up to that, and then maybe since Stokely Hathaway is there, they find a way to cheat and for Jade to beat Athena. And because I think Athena would do that for storyline purposes, put her over, and then come all out, maybe, or even another big show. Then she can beat Jade. I think you had to build it up, and she has to beat Jade on a big stage. It don't have to be the biggest stage, but I'm just saying. But because all out's pay-per-view, but I think she does that. But I think she runs through the baddie section first, and then she goes up against Jade Cargill, but loses the first match. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then she gets the second one. Anna Jay but until you get there, you got to build a bridge. And I think since the fans are behind Chris Statlander, they have a special show, the one with Jericho and Ortiz doing the hair versus hair. You could do the TBS championship there.
You could.
Huh?
You could.
Yeah, you could do the TBS championship there.
They could do a lot of things with the women's titles, but
yeah, they could.
So it's all suggestions.
Or it could be a thing where it's like, okay, they do the 6 woman tag at that special show. Then they do Chris Statlander and Jade at Blood and Guts, and then they do Athena versus Jade sometime in July, and then she loses. Then we get to August. And then say, okay, we do the rematch, and she wins that one. Then if y'all want to have a rubber match at All Out, y'all can. So I did. If they put some time into it, it can kind of work its way out. Wardlow comes out to versus JD Drake. Are you feeling the new, the Wardlow entry? He got the security. They just let him chant Wardlow until he gets to there. Is it too Goldberg for you, or is it what?
It's not too Goldberg. Well, it is too Goldberg, but that was their intentions from the beginning, and it got Wardlow over. So at the moment, it's not stale. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I just hope that the crowd gets louder so we can hear the Wardlow chants. But yeah, he beats his big guy, hits with an Alabama Slam, and then powerbombs JD Drake twice because he's a big dude. And then Smart Mark Sterling comes out and says that he has a document that's basically a class action lawsuit of him being up security week after week. The world don't give a fuck about that. It is one security guard in the ring. You know he's gonna get powerbombed. He gets powerbombed. He turns the letter and stuffs it in his mouth. the men of the year backstage are happy that they passed Sammy Guevara, and so am I. And then, but Dante Martin says on Rampage he wants to take on Scorpio Sky for the TNT Championship, which I think would be dope. This would be a dope match on Rampage. Is
Dante
Rampage?
Martin can't cut a good promo though.
Say what?
He can't cut a good promo though.
No, he ain't there yet. Is Rampage back at the regular time on Friday, or are we doing another 5 jumps?
I'm not sure what day the. No, yeah, we should because the playoffs come on ABC. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cause I was like, cause dumb 5:30 Rampage was killing me. Next up we got a Cake Wars. Tony Storm and Ruby Soho taking on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter, which actually turned out to be a really good matchup.
Yeah, it was.
This turned out to actually be a decent matchup because Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter was taking some shots and some hits.
Yeah, because Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter can go when they let them go.
Yeah. Like if you give them time, they will sit there and they will put on a decent matchup. And Britt Baker's in there with Ruby Soho at first, and then there was a lot of near falls with that because I thought she was really going to lock in the lockjaw, but then she really like no-sold Ruby's the end of future kick, whatever she called it down.
No future.
Yeah, the no future kick. I was like, well, that finish is dead. Well, she turned her hitter like with the destination unknown and hits Britt Baker with that and wins with the 1-2-3. So after that, Hayter and Storm attack Baker with the Owen Hart title from behind, and then they leave. So this stuff is not done yet, but I would like to see a rematch, just a regular one-on-one. Give them time. Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter matchup. Because if you let the women go, they're going to put on a damn good show.
Yep, I'm down.
Main event time. John Mox taking on Daniel Garcia, and this was end up being a decent main event too. Moxley's head is already patched up from the match of Double or Nothing. Well, now it's time to to go in here and face off against Daniel Garcia. They have a decent matchup. They fight to the outside. AEW loves this whole put the stairs on their side spot, but this time they had the steel steps there. He gives Danny Garcia an X-plex on them stairs, and he catches the edge of them joints. That joint looked like it hurt. You saw that, didn't you, Brian?
This one no, but I was gonna let you just go through it.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that like it stung, but then he goes back into the ring. Daniel Garcia goes to hit Mark's trying to hit a backdrop, but then Daniel Garcia does the indie cell. Then there's a backdrop of his own and hits a power driver, a stiff one, for a 2 count. And then he hits a sharpshooter, but Moxie turns it into a bully choke. And Garcia tries to get in for the cover for a 2 count. And then they go to the outside. Then Daniel Garcia jumps on Moxie's back. Then Moxie kind of like just runs and then does the whole throw his whole body and him into the timekeeper's table.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, I was saying yeah.
Yeah. And then they go back in the ring, and then Jericho, who was on commentary, starts to run down and distract Moxley. And
you know why he ran down?
Why he was there?
Because he's a wizard. Oh
my God. Okay. He rolls up Moxley. Moxley escapes there, hits the paradigm shift. Eddie Kingston runs down. They're not gonna show this again, but he trips like he's about to lose he's about to like Titus O'Neil fall to the apron. But he right there runs into Chris Jericho, starts beating him up. And then Moxley locks in the bulldog choke to Garcia. He passes out. John Moxley's the winner. And Moxley gets on the mic and says,
of course.
He loves this. You want blood and guts? Sign John Moxley up. It kicks up Moxley stare down Jericho and Garcia at the end of the show. So that should be dope. And that was Dynamite this week. A good show of Dynamite, especially after the fallout of Double or Nothing. I thought it was dope. I recommend you guys go check that out. Obviously, it did better for me than the NXT 2.0 what is it? Go home show for in your house. So I'm really excited about this. How you feel the
We
same
got to
way?
see about In Your House, but the rest of them I'm kind of happy to see. I guess whatever. I'm not even excited about. Well, it just feels like thrown together, but hey, go team.
Yeah. But as of right now, you enjoyed this Dynamite though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So post your comments down below. How you guys feel about Dynamite? Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed our review. Hit the subscribe button for more AEW NXT reviews right here on NC Studios. And post out the comments down below how you guys feel about the MJF promo. Was this pipe bomb level or was this like hey, this was okay? You know what I'm saying? Or it's it's a work, it's a shoot. I want to hear all y'all opinions. So once
Yeah.
again,
What's the Andy Kaufman 2.0?
yeah, there you go. So once again, this is NCM Place to Be, Children Mustaine, and not Deion Sanders for prime time.
Yo, 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 yo. It's been real.
All right, and the Nerd Coalition is out.